So apparently, I made a lot of mistakes at my last video and got roasted real hard for it. And honestly, I think I completely deserve it. So I'm here to make things right. This is the updated top 5 Uma to use for Gemini Cup. The old rankings consisted of top 5 being PM Opera, then Augury, Teo, Gold Ship, while rank 1 is Naruto Brian. I got roasted real hard when I said that end runners needs more stamina than pace chasers, and most of you was ready to throw me into the dirt. I'm going to explain everything at the end of the video, but for now, enough yapping and let's start this tier list. Top 5 is going to be Augury Cap. Yes, the previous top 3 has barely made it through in this new and improved tier list. Though Augury Cap is a pace chaser, the most stamina hungry running style in the game, she makes up for this by having the skill called Gourmand, which you can get for upgrading her to potential 3. The only reason why Augury stayed in the top 5 is because of her acceleration skills being far better than the other candidates. Plus, the skill called Corner Connoisseur is one strong gold skill for any type of tracks since the skill activation is on a corner, meaning you would get the full value of these skills when it is activated at a corner than compared to something like Homestretch Haze, which only has a chance to activate at the last spurt, which for all you know, could activate when you're already 5 steps from the finish line. But that just means you're extremely unlucky if that ever happens. Top 5 is what gave me the hardest time choosing on who should be in this place, but at the end, I ended up with Augury Cap because of the said reasons. Top 4 is going to be Winning Ticket. Now this is a completely new addition to our top 5. And the reason why I choose Winning Ticket is while she's pretty easy to train for this distance because of her growth bonuses being 10% more on stamina and 24% more for power was one of the bases why she's on the top 4. But the real reason why she's here is because of her acceleration skills. Acceleration skills is everything in this game. Just like how you think your stamina is important, this also should have the same amount of importance for you since at the end of the day, it's the Uma who reach the finish line first who will win the game. The combo of Fast and Furious and Hard Worker is deadly for any Uma when Winning Ticket activates it. Top 3 is going to be our previous top 1, which is Naruto Brian. I will die on this hill. I think that Naruto Brian deserves at least a top 3 solely because of the existence of her unique skill called Shadow Break, which is a very OP combo when partnered with Behold Time Emperor, the unique skill of Simboli Rudolph. To add to that, her awakening skill, Beeline Burst, Lone Wolf, and In Body and Mind, while not the best acceleration skills, they are still pretty good when used in the Gemini Cup. Top 2 is going to be Gold Ship. She didn't move from her previous ranking, so you could say that I got something right. She's going to be one of the best competitor in Gemini Cup, and I promise that you will see at least one gold ship on every match in Gemini Cup, and for a good reason. Her awakening skills gives the skill called Coast is Clear. This is a good skill to have for your positioning at the final corner because she could find the right position where she could easily accelerate down to first place. And the Go Home Specialist is also a decent stamina skills for this race. But what makes Gold Ship strong is if you are able to get the End Closer's acceleration skills, like End Closer Straightways. End Closer skills are arguably the strongest acceleration skill in the game right now, which definitely raises their value on a race. But Gold Ship is nothing compared to our top 1. I think you already know who the top 1 is, so let's say it together. 3, 2, 1, Nice Nature. Okay, I'm kidding, it's Narita Taishin. So Narita Taishin is a new addition to our rankings and she definitely deserves this spot. I can't believe how blind I was. While her innate skills is already pretty good with the exception of Murmur, the potential upgrade skills that you get are amazing. Or should I say, amazing. The potential upgrade skills that you get are nothing short of amazing. At potential 2, you get Straightway Spurge, which is one of the best skills to have as an end runner. And if you're going to list all of the skills on a tier list, then this skill would definitely be at least at A. The next skill is Sleeping Lion. This is one of the best skills to have, especially on a long track, since this skill only activates when you're in the middle of the race. This would mean that you definitely burned enough stamina for this skill to actually refill your stamina bar. Unlike the golden skill called Iron Will, which is extremely hated because this skill could activate at the very start of the race, which means that there is no stamina to refill since it is still almost full. The last skill is Enroaching Shadow, wherein last spurt, when activated, will transform Narita Taishin into a Lamborghini. She's basically the Merzensky of long runners. And since you stayed this long for the video, for the honorable mention, the best debuffer for this champions meeting is going to be Air Groove. Solely because she's the one who can balance the absolute demon of this distance. Both Narita Taishin and Gold Ship is afraid of this Uma. As you've seen, Air Groove's potential skills gives her a hard counter to end closers such as the Hesitant End Closer skills or Dazzling Disorientation, a complete counter to Gold Ship's Gold skill, and Flustered End Runners, a counter to end closers. You should only use Nice Nature if you really have no other alternatives, because you are wasting her potential skill that you can get when you upgrade it, which is called Mystifying Murmur, because this will be for nothing, since this would only activate for medium races, and guess what? We are racing on a long race. To make Air Groove better, since she only has an E on long, you should take a Legacy Uma with a pink spark on long to make her long attitude from E to at least a D, which is enough for her to keep up with the others. This is important because debuffers only has a certain range for their debuffs, and if she got completely left in the dust, then she won't be able to hit the enemies that she needs to hit. But then again, her focus is an end runner, so she would have some nice companions at the back which she can freely debuff even if she's the slowest. That is it for our new top 5 Umas for Gemini Cup, and I hope that I got it right this time. What do you think? Is this a much better ranking than the last one? Tell me in the comments. And now it's time to answer the criticism. I'm gonna be honest with you, I made that video to confuse my opponents, and that is part of my strategy for the next champions meeting. No, I'm just kidding. So kidding aside, let's look at the early comments about the video. The first criticism was about me saying that the end runners requiring more stamina than pace chasers, which was wrong. I was just basing on my trusty old copy of Stamina Guide, where it literally says that pace chasers require more stamina than end closers. So even I don't know why I said pace chasers would burn less stamina than end runners. But I have a defense to this. I said at the video that the end runners needs 1100 stamina. And I saw that it was pace chasers who needs 1100 stamina on my copy, and not the end runners. So basically I confused it. I posted this at 5 AM in the morning, so it's probably why I didn't notice it when I replayed it before I posted, and that was my bad. So could you maybe cut me some slack for this one? Another one was Air Groove being the best debuffer. This one is news to me, and I have to admit that I should have double checked this. No excuses for this one. After doing a bit more research, it is Air Groove that will be able to take down the meta picks right now on Gemini Cup, which are Narita Taishin and Gold Ship. I completely just turned a blind eye on the potential skills of each Uma, which should have been the essence and the basis in the first place, so I'm sorry. And I promise to do better, and don't be afraid to criticize me in the comments if you know that I am wrong about something, because I too don't want to give out guides that are wrong. So with that, if you have any more questions, just feel free to comment it, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.